Women who can enter a man's dark side will make men fall madly in love with them. Do you want to know why? Because it's not a terrain that everyone can have access to. And it takes a wise woman to bring the walls down by creating a safety net for him to be able to reveal that side of him to her. Listen, when a woman is willing to meet a man in his emotional depth, not just his strength or his success, and she's able and willing to hold space for that man with compassion and strength, it often results in a love that feels mad in its intensity because it's rare, it's raw, and it's deeply human. In life, we are often taught to love, but rarely taught to love one person forever, even love them in their darkest state, a state where not a lot of partners are ready or willing to go into with their lovers. The truth is that it's just a few women that can reach deeply into a man's heart and understand his dark side, while others cannot, or they're not even willing or ready to even try. And I could totally give excuses for that because most people show their best sides to their partners and keep their dark side hidden until they feel safe enough to divulge. And you're the one who is going to make them safe enough to divulge their dark sides to you. If not, they will carry it to their grave. Now, this is what sets you apart from all the other women that he has been with. But smart, intuitive women who want to love their men beyond the superficial will sense and want to reach the man's heart or the man's dark side. Plus, you will know how to deal with it. And when I say dark side, this is what I mean. It's the part of a man's psyche that are hidden, his vulnerable past or state, or worst case scenario, maybe his socially unacceptable secrets, things like past traumas, insecurities, his fears, his anger, his guilt or shadow desires that he would rather not share with anyone but deal on his own with. Even though from time to time, the ripple effect of not speaking up and healing from it can affect the smoothness of the bond that you have with him. For men, this part is usually suppressed due to, cultural expectations of masculinity, stoicism, and control, where it is said that men are not allowed to show weakness. They're not allowed to cry or be vulnerable if they want to be taken seriously or if they want to be seen and respected by their women. Now, a woman entering this space doesn't mean she's fixing the man, all right? It doesn't mean that she's dominating or trying to encourage unhealthy behavior. It means that you are accepting him as he is and not judging the man for his past or for the things that he has done when he reveals these hidden parts to you. You're creating safety for emotional vulnerability and not shaming him or talking him down on his weakness. Do you understand? It's about you listening deeply. You're responding with empathy, not with fear or with rejection. Because once they sense it, they will shut down. It's you seeing the whole person, not just the curated persona. The truth is that when someone feels seen and accepted, even in their most vulnerable or feared aspects, it creates trust at a primal level. It creates a bond that goes beyond surface attraction, and it also creates a feeling of being truly loved, not for their image, but for their essence. But this is where I call for caution, because this kind of connection must be mutual and healthy. Mutual in the sense that he's not the only one revealing his dark sides. You are also revealing your dark side too, okay? I mean, everyone has a dark side. We're not perfect. If he's vulnerable enough to share his dark side, you should be vulnerable enough to share your dark side. But then again, I would categorically state that entering someone's dark side shouldn't mean accepting abuse, manipulation, or emotional chaos. In this case, emotional boundaries are crucial because you need to ensure that the process doesn't lead to emotional exhaustion for you or codependency from him. All right? And I need you to know that deep empathy doesn't mean self-sacrifice. You're not sacrificing yourself for him. You're not his fixer. All I'm trying to open your eye to is that you be his place of peace, or call it safe haven. And he must be willing to heal himself through seeking therapy or letting go what has kept him down. So understanding a man's inner self will earn you respect. And it's only those who can enter someone's inner self that have the power to bond deeply with that person. And this will make them unforgettable. They will be remembered for what they've done. Plus, it will make this man unable to let the woman go. And it's not for fear of her revealing his dark side to an outsider, but for fear of losing that kind of connection, which is rare to find, which is rare to come by. A connection built on absolute trust, because it takes a great level of trust to be able to reveal your dark side to anyone. Honestly, I think that we as women must understand our men deeply, totally, and their inner self if we really want to earn their respect and admiration. Because men appreciate women who understand them. Also, we as women, we value men who understand us. And that's why I said it should be mutual, because the truth is that men feel lucky to have a woman who comprehends them. When a woman understands a man's dark side, he sees her as exceptional, an enigma, someone that he cannot toy with. Even if he wants to deceive you, he can't, because he knows how perceptive you are. You're not a bubblehead. You're discerning. You've got a discerning power. You know him through and through. All right? And you want to know another truth. The fact is, smart women hold on to men by understanding them deeply. That's why you see some men tell you that they cannot jeopardize their relationship with this particular woman because too much has been invested in that relationship. So if your man hasn't invested in your relationship to a point that you know there is no coming back from this, whatever this is, and you know that you guys are a team, you're in this together, like there is no denying this fact, then you both are not deep enough. We as women need wisdom to handle our men and their fragility. All men are fragile. When it comes to the depth of a man, his very core, his very essence, you will notice therein lies a fragile boy. And if you can reach out to that child, you have reached out to a man that's been dying to be seen and heard. And only few women have been able to do this. So invariably, I think that a woman needs intelligence to capture a man's heart. And throughout history, all classes of people appreciate a smart and wise woman who knows and has taken out time to decipher her man's good side, his desires, his dark side. And even with that knowledge she has of him, she doesn't reveal his dark side to anyone, but she subtly shows her intelligence, her understanding of who he is and what he's been through. Because if you disclose your man's dark side, he'll be afraid of you. And that's the end of the connection with you. He will never tell you anything. He would rather take it to his grave, because you've broken a sacred trust that he would never have given to anyone but you. So if you keep it to yourself and you act according to his wishes, he will consider you impressive. So we need to cultivate wisdom enough to handle the boys in our men and then see how we win in our relationship. Because what you will end up doing is making him love you irresistibly. I'll just wrap this up by saying that a woman's beauty is like a vase. It can be broken at any time, or the painting over time can just fade off. But it's her wisdom that captivates a man deeply. So to protect your marriage, to protect your love, you should become smarter and reach out to the boy in your man. This changes everything, because trust me, men have a lot of weight they carry inside. And probably it's one of the reasons why they die faster than women. The percentage of men who die before their wives is high. They carry a lot. Or it's even one of the reasons why some of them hate women and force the domestic violence and abuse against women. When I see the news, it seems like women have become the endangered species. So let's create an outlet for our men. And this is not saying you are his shrink or his therapist. It's me saying that you make him find you his safe space when he shuts the door against the world after work. Okay? And this should be mutual. He should be able to make himself a safe space for you to also reveal to him your darkest part. And he will not use it against you, just as you will not use his against him. So this is where we ended. I hope you've learned one or two today until I come your way. Do know that I love you and God loves you best.